Now, whatever records whatever we get for to know about the Aryans, we get it from the Vedas, the most ancient scripture of the Aryans. These are known as Vedas, and the Vedas are also, there are 4 Vedas: Rig Veda, Sam Veda, Yajur Veda and Atharva Veda. In all these Vedas, whatever the socio-political condition of that period is known from these Vedas, and the Vedas are a collection of hymns in praise of gods who are being worshipped by the people during that time. Now, as I say, that the society was divided into 4 different groups. There were 4 different varnas. This is Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras. These 4 divisions, there is a codification of the caste system. The caste system is still prevalent in India, and the caste system, which started as a social division to work together for the entire society, gradually it became some kind of a classification in the society itself. The Brahmanas, who were there to worship the gods and goddesses, for getting the benevolence of them to win the war by the Kshatriyas, then the Vaishyas and Shudras, gradually it became a hereditary system. The Brahmana's son became a Brahman, a Kshatriya's son became a Kshatriya. It is as per their birth, they were classified into different varnas or different castes, and this subsequently made a great division of the society. The Vaishyas and Shudras, being the last 2 sections of the society, they continue to remain there to serve the people of the upper caste, those who are Kshatriyas and Brahmanas. And the Kshatriyas, after some time, didn't like the authority of the Brahmanas simply because they have been assigned the work to propitiate the god, and the Brahmanas thought themselves as the representative gods, and Kshatriyas are there subordinate to them. In the Kshatriyas also, they think that we being the rulers, why should we be the subordinates of any caste? So that is the evil which started gripping the entire society, divided into 4 divisions. Now, the caste system was becoming rigid, and the Brahmanas, they being the worshippers, they started dictating terms, what is to be done and what is not to be done, because these people claimed themselves to be well versed in different scriptures. So whatever is needed, they say, whenever they felt like, they say it is in the scriptures and we are directed by the gods to tell you that. So they started ascertaining their supremacy over other castes, which many people didn't like that time. Then there are a group of people, the Kshatriyas, they didn't like the supremacy of the Brahmanas, which gave more importance to different rites and rituals with the worship of gods and goddesses. They say the rituals or the sacrifice are the prime objects to propitiate the god, which was rather little bit expensive for the lay followers. Now, they were looking out for a new system where there will be no division of caste, there would be no supremacy of the Brahmanas, and everybody should be treated equal, and there should be no financial burden on the lay followers to go for the sacrifices, to go for the rituals which were there associated with the Brahmanical religion that time. Now, there were some people who are the teachers who wanted to revolt against the existing system, and they wanted to reject what is there in the Vedic tradition and the caste system. And they wanted that there should be renunciation of the family ties, there should not be no family ties, and they should adopt the monastic lifestyle. Then they wanted to investigate the mind and the universe, and they wanted to search for permanent happiness and freedom beyond the mundane world. So these are the feelings of some of the thinkers of that time. those who believed in a tradition called Shramana tradition or Samana tradition. It was in the time of Buddha. And during the time of Buddha, there are some contemporary teachers also who believed in all these principles I told right at the moment, and they were the Jainas, who the religion like Buddhism, it was preached by a contemporary figure known as Bardhaman Mahavir. Now Bardhaman Mahavir, he propounded a theory called Jainism. Like Buddhism, Gautam Buddha made Buddhism, so he started one group of people to follow. These are known as Jaina philosophy, Jainism, and it accepted the doctrines of karma. Karma means what you are doing in this life. That is the doctrine of karma they believed in, Jainas, and they search for liberation and freeing the soul from the karma. Whatever good karmas you are having, your soul can be liberated because of the good karmas you accept here. And they gave more emphasis on asceticism and non-violence. They give more emphasis on non-violence, no rituals, no killing of the animals, no sacrifices. So they said that this religion or this whatever we are teaching, violence has no place in this teaching. Then there was another group of people who are led by another religious teacher. He was known as Makhali Goshala. Makhali Goshala started Ajivikas. The Ajivikas where they accepted the idea of transmigration. They rejected the doctrine of karma. They didn't believe in karma, and they believe in determinism and fatalistic view of life. What is there in the fate, that is going to happen. So they accepted the ascetic lifestyle. They accepted of going as an ascetic, and they wanted to go for monastic life. These are known as Ajivikas. Now, before we go for this, before we discuss more about this, let us know what was the Hindu doctrine that time. Hindu means, I say here Hindu means it is broadly a Brahmanical tradition or a Brahmanical religion. Now what was there? There are different people, different teachers, different school of Hinduism, which is materialist, which is Lokayat, or those who believe in the free will, those who reject the moral caution, that is those who reject karma, and those who assert that the acts and events happen spontaneously. It is no karma, and whatever you are doing or whatever acts you are doing and what are the events that happen very spontaneously, nothing to do with karma. Then in pursuit of happiness, they wanted to go for getting the happiness. It was the main aim of the life to get pursuit of happiness, to get happiness, including the sensual pleasure which they get out of this happiness. Then they do not accept the self, denial of any kind of self. They deny, and they believe in annihilation of the person at the death. In some Brahmanical philosophy, in some Brahmanical religion, ideas, we think the man is born again as per his karma. Whatever he has done this life, he is going to get the punishment maybe in the next life. He is coming again. But here, the Lokayats, they say there is no coming to the earth again. With the death, everything is finished. Then there is another group of people, agnostics or skeptics. They avoid allegiance to any theory. They don't believe in any theory. They want freedom. They wanted freedom from all point of view. They don't accept any bondage, and these are known as agnostics or the skeptics. Then, in this situation, in this context, let us see what is Buddhism that time. That time it was the time of Buddha, and Buddha, as I said, he left his home, leaving his family, his son, his wife, his father, and everybody, and renounced the world. He went on to seek happiness and seek the liberation of from all sufferings. Now he left the home at the age of 29. He said that he believed to reject all social ties, responsibility, including those of his family. His entry into the religious life as an ascetic, as a samana, he left his charioteer at the river bank near a jungle, and he went to meditate. And I told you in my last lecture about that. And he had to set out for the search of truth. Now, when he went in search of truth, he met many religious teachers. And he started following the same principles which the religious teachers at that point of time, taught him. And he engaged himself in different yogic practices also. But somehow or other, he was not satisfied. He didn't get the attainment of the sphere of knowledge, sphere of nothingness. He had in the attainment of sphere of neither cognition or non-cognition. He started practice of self-mortification, but he gave up extreme asceticism. So these are the things Buddha, after leaving his family, when he set out to the jungle, and he met many religious teachers and did exactly what they wanted him to do, but somehow or other he was not satisfied with that, and he has left again in quest of peace, in quest of the ultimate